Welcome back to Big Girl Hunters, and I'm back on the old campaign lake. So for all of you that was following that, this will be enjoyable for you because I'm gonna have another go, keep going at it till I get that, till I decide sort of what I'm doing. I kind of just had a plan in my head for where I was gonna go, but tested it out and it wasn't too keen. But anyway, so I'm back in Ringwood. It's a beautiful day today. I'm here for a 48-hour session with Tobbs, so we haven't fished together for a while, so it's it'll be okay, be good fun. Got here this morning at about 10. Had a good old drive round, good look round. Didn't see much. I'm round in the furthest swim that you can get to. I've fished this swim in a few times, sort of a few hours in the evening, but I've never done like an overnighter, or it's always normally full, which is really cool. So. Although a lot of people say it's quiet, I never seem to get in here. I'm just unlucky with it, but I'm in here. Yeah, so I got here this morning. Found a few spots. I found a harder spot out there. Out to one of the boys. It's literally only 40 yards out, which I'm fishing to onto there, and then I've got a rod right round, wading right round and along the margin, which you'll see all of this in the video tomorrow when Toby comes, and hopefully I'll have one through the nights to show you. So yeah, I'm really excited to be back. Sort of came across a bit of negativity last time I was fishing here, which really put me off fishing the lake, but you can't let, if anyone else is watching here, any youngsters going through that, or you're finding negativity or just from a couple of people, don't let it ruin your fishing, because at the end of the day, you're here for yourself and no one else, so fuck what anyone thinks or what anyone says. Do what you want to do, believe in yourself, and then smash it. So yeah, there we go. So I'm back here doing a bit of fishing. It's now getting into the start of September. So similar it does fish well this time of year, and it has been the few fish have been coming out. Some of the rarer, bigger ones have been coming out. So I probably started a little bit late really to get amongst the best action. But that target fish, that small boys, came out yesterday. Someone had it. Mate of mine's friend had it. So around 38 pound, I think it was. So but you can't just come, be off for 6 or nearly a year and then come back and expect to be able to crack it. And plus it's just one of them things, got to keep working at it. Plus there's a few more different fish I want to catch in here as well, so there's plenty to go at. And them nice ringwood, they're not the easiest fish to catch, so it's always a bonus catching them. This is the rig that's gone out there, and I'll show you guys how to tie it. I've been using this down at my my sort of syndicate lake that I've been fishing. Haven't fished there for a while because it's been bleep on the left hand. Keep getting these little knocks, and I'm pretty sure it's either roach. There's middle rod lifted up. I thought I was away then. Jesus. Multiple bleeps. Go on. Go on. Gets your heart going, doesn't it? See, I'm pretty sure it's either crayfish or there's a shoal of roach down there knocking into the line. But I'm back-leaded, so quite deep in the margin, so it must be. Anyway, so this is the rig I've been using. Awesome rig. It incorporates a BMG size 6 R wide, which is sharp hook. So as I was saying before, here's the rig. Mate Harry popped around to see me, and I had a bit of a mistake. Definitely was an inquiry. The sort of the rod tip went round, and it kind of went did, and then started dropping back, hitting to it to nothing. But my theory of the craze was right. That's what you do get for fishing in the margin. I mean, that was out for probably 4 or 5 hours and got crayed up. But here's the rig. It's 25-pound coated braid, anti-tangle sleeve, BMG putty in the middle. It's and a liner on there. Size 6 BMG R wide. That's a spicy redfish with a nutcracker pop-up. That one was out there. So a new rig's gone on, and it's gone back out, waded back out there. A few more boilies over this spot, and that's obviously a good sign. So that's that. Toby's finally turned up, so he's just getting the gear around, and I'll report to you later. So it's, what's the time? What, 10?
Yeah, something like that.
Just had this bloody beast. £25, 25 and a half. Give me a right old royal battle royale. How's it looking on the video?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. It's quite long.
It's a long one, this one.
Just showing the cameras. It's quite long, big head as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, so bloody stupid things. Oh, mate.
Surprising didn't go 30, really.
Just ain't got the thickness.
No.
Let's go straight away, that. Good morning, welcome back to Big Girl Hunters. First morning of our 48-hour session, fishing down with Tobbs. It's a bit, kind of an eventful night. As you would have seen, I had that catfish last night about 10 o'clock. £25 it went.
25 and a half, mate.
25 and a half. Forget the ounces. But yeah, so it was quite a nice, quite a long fish. You would have seen it, not as sort of thick and as chunky as some of the other ones I caught, but definitely the longest one, and it and half gave me a battle. So that was quite exciting, to be honest. Probably one of the best battles I've had for ages. It was flat rodding me and stripping line off, and
you're smoking, wasn't it? Your reel?
the reel was actually smoking like Jaws shark fishing. It's now, to be fair, I've been up since about 4. It's 8 o'clock. Nothing's happened yet this morning. Well, I did have a take, didn't I?
Yeah.
In the middle rod and bent into nothing again. So I don't know what that is about. I don't know whether it's savage liner or what. But
what was that, like 7?
Yeah, probably about 7. So
6, 7?
I mean, Toby brought this in. He's brought a couple of these
Put 2
in. So where he's fishing on, we've had on the lilies on the island. He's obviously fishing into a spot, of the old swan mussels. I mean, that one's in quite good nick. Some of them have just been like, I mean,
it's a bit of a palaver last night, wasn't it? After the catfish.
So basically, what happened is, the catfish picked up one of Toby's lines, but what we'd realised is, Toby's lines were all snagged up on someone. Is obviously, I don't know how it's happened, but they've a big long length of braid with a rig on it as well.
It was two in the end. It was 2 big bits of it. Yeah. 2 rigs. We found 2 rigs.
2 rigs. So someone's obviously can't fish with braid properly, and they've cut it off, and it basically was tangled around all of his lines. So his lines were all wiped out by this braid. It was a right mess. So you had braid, and then these. It's just been one of them nights. Get rid of that.
Chaos. Trying to get all the rods, all 3 of them, back out in the dark.
And it's really a dark around this side. This lake's really light because we're fishing where all the caravans are and all the lights are behind us. So if you're over on the other side, it looks really light, but here it's really, really dark. It's the darkest spot on the whole lake, and he was trying to get his rods out and got one out in the margin okay. And you know, when you're fishing obviously tight, and obviously you have to see where he's casting, because now we've come a bit shorter because we don't want to be actually, although it's good to be near them swan mussels, you don't want to be landing on top of them, because like I say, he was hooking through them and all sorts. So getting a nice firm drop on a bit of, it's almost like a sandy gully, and then it goes into the actual,
it's pretty firm out there though, isn't it?
Yeah, into the actual bed itself. We'll show you all the rigs and all the rest of it, because I'm going to tie up some rigs. I nailed mine on the IQ rig. This is what this cat did to this rig, and this is a size 6 BMG hook, R wide, and they're the strongest hooks I know, but they did that to it. Fucked it.
Word.
Completely. So I need to get some more rigs tied up. because I was using one of these and then sort of the rig I showed you already on the others, and it was this one that went, so I'm going to go back to it. I normally like using this rig really when I'm fishing for distance because it just never tangles, but when you're sort of boilie fishing, I mean it's completely fucked now, but you would have seen me run this one before, except for having the R curve. I had the R wide on there because I've been messing around with that a little bit, and it seems, because I really like the hook because it's so sharp, it seems to work really well. So I'll knock up a couple of free rigs for tonight, and we'll get the rods out and see what's going on. Put a few more spawns of bait out, and hopefully we'll have one. We'll let you know what if anything else occurs. Take it easy. Oh, not again. Mr. Culprit taking a snowman. Not very big this one really, to be honest, but 4 or 5 pound, maybe a bit bigger. Let's go push you back. Right guys, I'm just going to talk about the rig that I'm using and the hook bait option. Right, so obviously you saw the rig I was using yesterday. Well, that's been swapped now. I suffered a tangle, so I've gone back to my old faithful. What I've done, because where I'm fishing is, I've got one on a slightly harder spot, but the two is in actually a bit of nice soft silt. And so what I've done is I've lengthened this IQ. This is 15 pound fluorocarbon. Got a anti-tangle sleeve as usual, bit of BMG putty. It's a size 4R CSR hook. Oh no, it's not R CSR, what we're talking about, it's an R curve, size 4. And the hook bait is like a nutcracker, sort of mini snowman tipped with white. I've got that one, so I'm not quite sure what's working at the moment. The next option, this one, again same rig, but that one's got size 6R wide, not quite as big as a hook bait. I've got a again sort of a mini little snowman presentation. It's a glugged spicy red fish with it's got some of the spicy red fish glug on it, and the liver cracker, and then a bit of plastic glugged up again. It's a bit of maize, and it's there's that one. So that's another option. Because I'm fishing two quite close, and then one off in the margin, and then the second one, a third one should I say, is again, this is a nutcracker snowman completely, dumbbell tipped with a little 10mm, and again same rig again, but that one is with the R curve. So there's the hook bait options. Say I've found here in the past, I've caught on all these colours in the past. I've found white to be probably the best, but spring I found the yellow to work, and then a summer white, but the pink is probably my favourite, to be honest. I use a lot of pink, so there's some different options for you, and change it up and then see which white on the day. Like I say, I've had the cat on the actual nutcracker tip with yellow. I was expecting it to one of the fishy ones yesterday to go, but I was using 2 spicy red fish yesterday, mixing it up. And I'll also show you the bait mixture that I'm putting out. Very, very simple. I've got these as well. So these are little bags of pellet. I wouldn't normally use pellet on here really because of the bream, although I have had a bream, but I've only had one, which is pretty good because you know, when you put one of them on, cast out, whatever hook bait you get, end up getting a bream. But because I'm fishing quite close in, like I say, one in the margin, and I'm only fishing about 40 yards out, they don't tend to come in as close as that. You get the odd one, but not big. The shoals they push out a bit more, let everyone else catch them. But yeah, they're broken down nutcracker and marine halibut pellet in these nice little bags, all ready to go for later. And I'll show you the mix that I've been putting out. So this has been glugging for 3 days now. It's quite a simple mix. I haven't crushed any boilie up, so I'll show you what's in there. Is you've got the spicy red fish. These ones are 14 millers, and it's obviously predominantly them. A little bit of pellet and sweet corn. That is it. And it's got half a bottle of spicy red glug in it, and half a pot of the liver cracker, which is what makes it so pungent. And obviously that cat liked it last night. And it's like I say, I'm just trying to not attract in the big shoals of bream. It's so soft, this stuff. Because that's when you crush a load of it up, it tends to attract in the smaller fish. That's why I'm keeping it whole for the carp. But I made this mix a couple of days ago, and it's really pungent now. So hopefully that will bring them in. So far, there's been a few showing over the spot, so it's obviously getting them in. It's just trying to nail them. So hopefully tonight or this afternoon we'll get one. And there we go. It stinks so much, so bad, it's unbelievable. Can you smell it?
Yeah.
Even from there, yeah. Unreal. There's all the glug and the cracker, the liver powder. Kind of makes this kind of almost like a paste around it, which is obviously going to ooze off attraction and only make it better. So hopefully we'll get amongst them. Nice one. What I'm doing is I'm only doing sort of little half spawns. You get a much bigger spread that way. Just a few. I'm going out of green. Better spread, but obviously not as much boiling. And pink. Number 4. I'm going to put 6 out. Let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Alright, that's how you wade out and get it in there, boy. Perfect.
Ooh.
I didn't want it too. I don't want it too close to the edge or to the rope. That's about boy things.
Oh, it looks gorgeous. Rods are out, ready for the night, guys. It's got bats flying right in front of it. They're almost coming into my brolly. See if you can see. There we go. Look, there he is. Well, nice. They're so fast though, they're hard to catch on camera. This is why we fish in Ringwood. Look how beautiful it is.
Right guys, so you would have seen I just had that fish. It's just chilling in the sack over there. Got it in there. We weighed it, 27 pounds. You'll see it in a sec. So what I'm doing, I straight away got it in there, let it rest, because it was quite a big old battle, and because it tried to get me down in the snags, and we sort of I had to side strain it a bit and the rest of it. So new rig went straight, baited rig was already ready, went straight out on the spot. Now I've already done two. This is the sort of half sort of spawn that I'm doing. So back out, and this is the third, so I've just 3 sort of mini half spawns, bang tight onto the area, rod back out, little bag of pellet, chop boilie on the actual rig itself, and hopefully we can snare another, because when they're out there, they're out there. When there's one, there's more. It's harder to turn 0 into 1 than what it is to turn like 1 into 5, so I'm already halfway there. I think, nailed it. Yeah, so I'm back on track. First session back on the campaign. I've given up on this lake, but I'm back with a vengeance. That's all I've got left of the mix. Just enough to do a couple each time you have one. Like I'm saying, I'm here till 7 tonight. I wish I was staying for a few more days now, to be fair, but because it is fishing a bit tough at the moment. I was a bit gutted after losing that Leviathan, the most powerful fish I've ever hooked. So basically, what happened last night is, again about 10 o'clock, the right hand rod ripped off. Bent into it, and instantly, well, it was swimming towards me, and I was like, oh, this is a bream, and then as soon as I actually got in contact with it, my rod just went over and started creaking. The bloody car, I thought the carbon was going to snap, and you're talking about 3 3/4, 12-foot infinity. It's powerful rods. So I was playing it, and the clutch was really tight, because I'd screwed it right up just to hit it, and you couldn't even grab line, and even Toby's a bit stronger than me, couldn't even pull the line off, and it was stripping line, it was going off. I was playing it, and it was tearing off down the lake underneath the rope, and I was like, oh, so I thought, oh, I'll hold the spool to try and stop it. So I did that, and within seconds the fish just didn't stop, and the line just went and it just snapped. And it's my own fault. I should have let it go in, but I didn't want to ruin, it was off halfway down the lake. I didn't want it to take out any of people's lines or whatever. I was doing the honourable thing. But I knew it was a catfish. I've never felt any sort of power on a rod like that. It was one of the big ones, one of the 50s probably. I know it's a bit cliche to say that, but we know what we saw, and that's just the way it is. And I'm a bit gutted, but not because, like I say, I just had a 27 mirror, and I don't care if a catfish is 70 pounds. I'll choose a 20-pound carp over a 70-pound catfish any day. That's just the way I am. So we'll get it out and get some photos and get some footage, and yeah, back on track. Small boys, here I come. Alright guys, here's my prize, 27.5 pounds, a pure chunky Ringwood mirror. There she is. Nailed it on the spicy redfish snowman. Over about 5 kilo of bait. There she is, absolute beast. Give me a good old battle as well, and we got it in the net, and it was all the cheers. Right, let's show you the other side. Oh. Chill, baby. Look at the chestnut colours. This is why we fish for these Ringwood fish. Although this is what they would say one of the simmos, I guess, but look at the colours on it. Oh. There we go. Let's get in the water, get a few water shots and get her back. Hoist her up one more time and we say goodbye. Get that out of the way. She's ready to go. Oh. There she is, 27 pound. Ringwood beauty. Give me a kiss, you gorgeous thing. Oh. Right. She's fully power already. Come on, love. You ready? Bye bye. Nice one, mate. Buzzing. Buzzing to get back on the Ringwood scoreboard. Oh. Right, so with your waders, just a quick tip, make sure you watch your back bit, because I just went in too deep there in the back and got a boot full of water, and you'll see this now. Yeah, boy, nice and spicy meat. So I don't care. Hopefully we'll get another one. And wet, but I don't care.
To see the line on the back of your hoodie.
Can you?
Yeah. It's like a perfect line.
The name we all love and trust. Put the kettle on, son. Right, so I'm just going to talk about the rig that I used to snare that nice £27 mirror, Ringwood Beauty. Rig, you would have seen me, if you follow my videos or follow my angling at all, you would have seen me using this quite a bit. So it's the fluorocarbon D rig with the size 4 R curve from BMG, my favourite hook, or one of my favourite hooks. I had a lot of good fish on that in the last year. There was the hook bait. I just put a new one on because it was a just little mini snowman, spicy redfish, urban baits, tipped with a bit of a white pop up there, but a mini snowman, and it just sits like that, just waiting to be nailed, you know, over a spread of oily. It's nice big. Well, to be fair, it's actually quite a tight spread, to be honest, this time. I thought I'd try something. I normally do a big spread, but I was struggling for bites, so I really compact it, and literally was both my all three of them are tight now. They're probably about that far apart. I kid you not, I can get it that tight. But yeah, so there's the rig. This one is 12 inches, so it's quite big, just because I'm fishing a bit of softer silt. Bit of the putty in the middle there, and then the little anti-tangle sleeve, and it just kick, and this will reset itself, and it always seems to land in the water, you know, a bit coiled, and it just hardly any sort of resistance. It will straighten up and it nails them. I like to use them normally with anything from a 4 ounce to 4.5 to even 5 ounce leads. Just I like the lead to go on. I've been using 3.5 here this session because it's a little chuck, but I don't normally do it just for the casting, just for the hooking potential, and this really does nail fish. If they suck this up, more times than not you'll get them. It really does, especially with these sharp BMG hooks. So there we go. I've made a video in the past on how to tie this. If you want to tie this, and you can, I'll put a link in the sort of description below, and you can have a little look if you're struggling to tie that little knot there. That's what people struggle with, that knot there, like a little whipping knot. But it's all in that video, and get yourself some bits and tie it up, and you know, when you're doing your boilie fishing, or even over spod mixes, you know, you could use a couple of bits of semi-buoyant maize, or even 2 bits of maize with a little weight underneath like I've done, and just have it sitting off the top. It's a really awesome rig. Like I say, lengthen it, don't be scared to use this in silt. A lot of people like using this on a firmer spot, and this time of year, September, going on to, you know, autumn, nice thick silt, they love it, mate, they absolutely love it. So a nice bed of silt, and yeah, lengthen it up, let it rest down there, little bag, or a bit of foam, and you'll get them in. And there we go. Let me know if you had any fish on the rig. Let me know in the comments below. Alright, take it easy guys, tight lines. What's the matter, mate? Why have you got a grump on?
Not happy.
Why are you not happy?
Just lost one. Lost one on the margins.
Savage take. The best run we've had since we've been here. This rod here has just, the bobbin just lifted, clutch is going, the rod has just bent around there, and this fish is going, bends into it. It's on, hook pull, boom, in the margin, hook pull. Unbelievable.
I didn't even feel it really, I don't really know what happened.
What's gone on then?
Don't know, mate. Maybe it just didn't suck it up very well.
Because of the way it was tearing off so much around that way, I'm pretty sure it wasn't really a cat, to be honest, but you know, you just never know. Plus it's what, 3-4 o'clock, it's just, and obviously where I had one, I'm pretty sure that it was a carp, to be honest, because of the way it ran. Like, no, I shouldn't say it, but it's true, and you can see the pain in his eyes. It's a broken man.
What you can do is eat your sorrows away.
What have you got in there?
I don't know, mate. I think it's a bit of everything.
What is it?
Oh, let's have a look at this.
The works.
The works, mate. The works.
Oh, mate, it looks like shit. Mate, there's even potato in there. A couple of sausages, bit of chorizo.
Yeah.
Kettle's on. Well, there we go. That's what you get. Trying hard.
What was that?
Dunno, welcome back to Go Hunters. It's finally come to the end of our session. We've got well, about half an hour's fishing left. Nothing more to report since Tobbs lost that fish about 4 hours ago, maybe?
Something like that.
3 hours ago, 2 hours ago. I can't remember now what it is. It's seconds drift into minutes, minutes into hours, hours into days. But yeah, so we've got about half an hour left, and it's looking quite good, to be honest. Whoever gets in here tonight, I reckon, if they do, we'll probably have a few, like, there's a few lads turning up now, but I reckon it's going to fish quite well the next 48 hours. The pressure's low, it's cloudy, it's warm. I reckon it's going to fish its tits off, so, like I say, I had one this morning, he's had one. Carp is finally starting to come out, which is what you want, but that's cool. So I hope you've enjoyed the return to the campaign. Come back fighting with a vengeance. The Dark Knight returns. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and you'll see me down here a bit more in that, and hopefully can enjoy it as much as I have in the past. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit me up on the Facebook, send me the messages. Thanks for all the sort of good feedback that people have been sending me and all the positive things. Keep it up, and hopefully I'll see you on the bank sometime. Take tight lines.